Today we're going to look at experiment 7.1, which is going to demonstrate that voltage drops across the load. Here's our circuit we're going to set up. So we have our 12 volt tap, we have our fuse, we got our switch, and then we have our tail light bulb, and then again, here's our ground. Part of me going through this is I want you guys to start seeing what these symbols are. We're going to start here with step 1. We will turn on our circuit. We're going to measure the voltage from the 12 volt tap to ground. So we'll set up our meter. Again, we're going to do DC volts. Our meter leads are already in the correct spots. So we'll start off. Here's our power tap there. First thing it asks, measure voltage from the 12 volt tap to the ground. So we can go right over here. We have 12 volts even. We'll write that down. Next, it's going to have us measure the voltage drop from the 12 volt tap to the top of the bulb. So here's the top of our bulb. We'll come here. 0.12 volts. Next, number 3, it's going to have us measure the voltage drop across the bulb. So we'll just bring our red lead, put it here, our black lead here. We have 11.86 volts. Number 4, measure from the bottom of the bulb to ground. So we'll bring this down here, measure from the bottom of the bulb to ground. We have 0.01 volts. Now it wants us to add up these measurements from 2 to 4. So if you look right here, we're starting here at 2. So we'll go 11.86 plus 0.12 plus 0.01. So we got 11.99 volts. The next thing it's going to ask us to do is measure the voltage as compared to ground. So we're going to place the black lead of the meter in the ground tap. So we'll go put our black lead right here at our ground. And then it wants us to place the red lead in the ground tap. What is the voltage measurement? So we'll come up here. And we have 0.03 volts. Now it wants us to measure the voltage to the bottom of the bulb. Voltage to the bottom of the bulb, we have 0.01 volts. Now it wants us to measure voltage to the top of the bulb. 11.87 volts. And now it wants us to measure voltage to the 12 volt tap. So we'll come up here. We have 11.99. What is the measured voltage drop across the bulb in question 3? So it's 11.86 volts. What is the voltage measured above the bulb in question 8? 11.87. What is the voltage measured below the bulb in question 7? 0.01 volts. Subtract the voltage below the bulb from the voltage above the bulb. Does it equal the voltage drop measured in question 3? So the voltage below the bulb is 0.01 volts. The voltage above the bulb, 11.87. We subtract 11.86 volts. Does it equal? Yes, it does.